What is up, everybody? Sunday morning, just got back from a trip to Chicago, and it's been a while since I posted. And I actually just bought this new camera because I want to get back into vlogging. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed because I thought it was the same exact camera that I had before, but it turns out it doesn't have like the flip screen thingy that you use to be able to see yourself. That's really annoying because I like to use that to make sure I don't look like completely ridiculous when I'm talking. So that's kind of disappointing. I don't know if I'm gonna like send it back yet or like get a new one and stuff like that, but I'll figure it out. But I did want to go ahead and get this new series that I'm doing rolling out. And basically what it is, as the title suggests, um, benching 405. Benching 405 pounds on bench press, obviously. And basically like the journey that I'm going to be going on to get there. So I have sort of like planned for myself a program to sort of progress, and it's a little different than what I used before. Both of them I like came up with myself. So just to give you some stats right now, or like I guess the numbers that I know right now are, and back in like July when I posted my last fitness video, I hit 315 for one, and then just recently, like a couple weeks ago, mid-October, I hit 315 for two, and then I also hit 335 for like my new 1 rep max, like a week ago. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the results that my old sort of um, workout routine uh, did for me, but I'm not sure that it's like the fastest way to go about getting to where I want to be, so I'm going to be changing it up a little bit. Alright, now before we get into like the details of what I'm going to be doing, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of like backstory on me. If you're new to this channel, or if you're subscribed and you don't really know like where I'm coming from fitness wise, I've been working out for like 2.5 years consistently, almost every day at the gym. A lot of my focus has actually been on chest because, well, okay, so growing up, I always wanted to look like, you can check it out. I have a poster of these guys in my room. That's right, these Dragon Ball Z characters, specifically Goku right there. Look at, just look at his chest. Look at the line, and like, you know, that's with a shirt on, right? And Gohan. Look at Kid Goku and Trunks, dude. They are more ripped than me right now when they were like 7 years old. So, you know, obviously that's a cartoon, but watching that growing up, I always kind of wanted to look like that. And I'm actually going to do a little bit of an illustration for you guys right now. So basically, like during my like middle school, early, and actually late high school years, I was kind of just like this sort of the skinny fat thing. Like I started working out inconsistently towards the end of high school, and you know, it was very on and off. Didn't really see any progress. Maybe put on a little bit of muscle, but I was like pretty pudgy, and you know, I had a bit of fat covering it. So yeah, that was me right there. We're gonna do a frowny face because I was unhappy with my physique, and you know, I always wanted to look like, excuse my art, I'm drawing with one hand here. Well, everyone draws with one hand, that's not really an excuse, you know, but just like being one of those anime watching kids, I always wanted to look like, those eyes are extremely racist. I feel like I'm like Mike Chang right now with his like weird illustrations that he used to do. Do you guys remember those? Like he would like talk for hours about like how dieting and like different workout routines and stuff like that. And at the end it'd just be like, yeah, we'll email you, and you can't skip through any of it. You just have to like watch all of it, and it was like really annoying. But the dude was like a whole scam, so you know, it's okay. And then like give him like a nice solid like 12 pack, some nipples, gotta be realistic, you know. Some striations here and there. Yeah, I always wanted to look like that, and now my body is closer than ever to looking like that, and I just have a little bit more ways to go. But basically, yeah, that was my inspiration growing up. And one day at the gym, I realized that what I was doing was not gonna get me anywhere close to there. I realized that I was gonna have to like obviously start going to the gym more and more consistently, but even when I started doing that, I wasn't seeing like significant progress, and it was kind of just all over the place. Like I would go in, not really know like what to do or what to hit or what I did last time, and it wasn't until like I made sort of like a routine for myself that I was able to finally start seeing progress, especially in bench. And so yeah, that has brought me as far as I've come today. 2 years later, I was benching like 100, pretty much like a plate on each side for like 6 to 8 reps, and now I can do, well, yeah, like I guess double that, and pretty easily too. So that's some decent progress, but you know, with every routine you're probably gonna hit a plateau eventually, so it's time to change things up a little bit, and that's what I'm about to do today. So guys, I was about to leave when I remembered that I forgot to incorporate a very essential part into my drawing, which I will add now. So you guys are probably like, oh yeah, the legs, where are they at? No, legs are not important. What I actually forgot was, okay, no, I'm just kidding. That's weird. I'm gonna erase that because if someone walks in here and looks at this picture without context, they are going to be like, what the fuck is this hentai freak? What I actually forgot was this line right here. That line through the chest. When you see that line on yourself, that's when you know that you've made it, and it motivates you so much more to just like keep working and get even stronger and get even more like striations like all throughout your chest, and like basically turn it into like a fucking geometry problem. And I don't mean to brag or anything, but I have it now. So studies actually show that, you know, when you ask a girl like what's like the #1 thing you look for in a guy, they always say it's that line right through the middle of your chest. All of them, they all say it every time. That's the one thing. So we'll actually go show you right now. Alright, so before I show you guys, obviously I have to get a pump in, so we are gonna come do some push-ups. I'm not gonna show you guys my barren body, okay? That would be like for a makeup artist to show her face without makeup. We just don't do that. Actually, that's not true. I'm pretty sure they start all their YouTube videos without any makeup on. I'm not gonna do that. You hear that thudding noise every time I go down? That is the sound of something massive hitting the ground each time I go down for a push-up. That is the sound of my big, black, massive phone. It's white, by the way. You guys were hoping for something else, weren't you? Hate to disappoint, but I actually don't do videos like that anymore, unfortunately. Okay, now that that's done with, we're gonna come here and shirt comes off. And there it is. So this is what I'm looking like right now. Let's get some light in here actually. Guys, a helpful trick also for blinds, I would always forget which way to pull to go like to bring them up or bring them down. And outwards, if you pull outwards, you're looking at outside because the blinds go up. And inward, like if you pull in, you're looking inside because the blinds go down. It's pretty helpful. Yeah guys, people take like one look at me and they think I'm just some like meathead who's like obsessed with like, yeah, gym and weights and stuff like that. They don't know, man, that deep down inside I'm actually kind of low-key like a rocket scientist, you know? Well, let's put them up for now and let's see this. So yeah, I also want to cut a little bit. I want to be around like 150 pounds when I hit, oh yeah, let's show you guys that line we were speaking of earlier, right there. Actually, when I hit chest, it's like a ton of lines all across, and it looks pretty sick. They're not there right now, but I swear I have them. But yeah, I want to be around like 155-ish pounds when I hit 405, because that would make me feel amazing. There's only like one person on YouTube who can do it, that powerlifter guy. He's actually what sort of inspired me to start this. So shout out to him. I know it's a hard weight to be at to hit 405, but it would bring me all the more joy to be able to do it at that weight. So I'm going to be going on a little bit of a cut for the next couple months, I think. Not anything too serious, just like 500 calorie deficit every day. I'm all set to get going to the gym, but before I do, there's something I gotta take care of. I gotta clean my car out, man. This is actually only like half a week's worth of trash. I actually clean my car out pretty much every time I get gas, but this just goes to show you how much water I drink every day, guys. It's pretty crazy. So we're just gonna get throwing stuff away. Some Core Power bottles. These are really good for like your macros and protein. It's like 26 grams and only 210 calories. So I drink those quite often. Atkins, this is okay. I don't really like the taste of it that much. This is actually a calculator that I rented from my school that I haven't returned yet, and it was supposed to be for only 1 day. So they're gonna probably charge me like a ridiculous amount. Yeah, we're just gonna get putting this shit in a trash bag. Some more water bottles. Some empty smoothie cups from Lifetime. The shakes I get afterwards. Got a hairbrush here because my hair is really long. I gotta keep it organized, you know? Gotta stay neat and clean. Alright, that should do it for now. Also trash, and also this still has some water in it I can drink later. Alright, let's get going. Guys, I charged my camera for like an hour and there's only 2 bars still. So I hope it doesn't die when I'm filming my workout. Hopefully it doesn't. If it does, I don't know. Alright, you guys, I just pulled up at the gym, and I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about what I plan to do. So basically, my whole time in fitness, like 2.5 years, I have used progressive overloading, which I think is pretty standard. It's just like each time you go to the gym, you do like a little bit more than you did the last time. So whether that be like increased reps or sets or weight, for me it's reps. I'll add like a couple of reps each time, and if I don't hit the amount I'm supposed to, I will do like an additional set where I do the reps that I wasn't able to complete in my workout, and possibly even more, so like doing drop sets and stuff like that, right? But I'm about to change that up like drastically, like completely. So basically how this is gonna work is, originally I wanted to go in there and do like 225 for 7 of 7 and then increase by 20 pounds each time. So every other day I would increase it 20 pounds. So 225 7 of 7, 255 for 6 of 6, 275 for 5 of 5, 295 for 4 of 4, and then start increasing by 10 pounds only. So 305, 3 of 3, 315 for 2 of 2, and then 325 for 1 of 1. But guys, the problem with that is I already know that I can do that. Like, I've done that before, and the whole thing is, the whole cycle for this is 7 days, right? Because I'm starting with 7 sets and working my way down to 1. So the thing about that is that will take me 14 days, so 2 weeks to complete 1 cycle, and that's a lot of time to get somewhere where I already know I can do, and I just don't want to like waste time doing things like that. So instead, I have decided to work down a little bit. So start at 215 for 7 of 7 to be like my initial workout that I start for this series, and then from there increase by 30 pounds. So the next time I go would be 245 for 6 of 6, 275, 5 of 5, 305 for 4 of 4, and then start doing the 10-pound increases. So 315, 3 of 3, 325, 2 by 2, and then 335 for 1 by 1. And I already know I can hit those, but I think my main focus for this like initial phase is just like testing it out to see if I can do like the endurance part of it before, because 215 for 7 of 7, it's kind of a lot, because I've never done like more than 4 or 5 sets, you know, so I don't know if I'm gonna have the stamina or endurance to be able to do it. So I need to go in there and figure out if it's even possible for me. The most I've done like a 225 burnout for 13 reps, so I think it shouldn't be too big of a problem. But you know, I like to go in there and experiment and figure it out. And yeah, so I just pulled up to the gym, about to go inside, put my stuff away in my locker, and then I will see you guys upstairs. Alright guys, I'm decided to stick to 225. I'll explain my process behind that afterwards. My camera is about to die, there's only 1 bar left, so if it dies during this workout, we're all just gonna have to assume that I did 405 for a 1 rep max, you know. I think that's the safest thing. But I'll actually like recap if I did it or not. If it does die, hopefully it doesn't. But that being said, we're not going to waste any more time talking. So you guys are tired of the fluff, so we're just going to get started. Let's see if I can do 6 more. Alright, set number 2, I'm aiming for 1 to 2 minute rest times. Not so bad. I feel like I could do this all day. It's like a true test of endurance now, because I usually only do 3 sets. So we're gonna see if I can do it, or if my body is gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? I can't do this. I think I'll be okay though. That wasn't so bad. We got 3 more sets. Shouldn't be too bad. Right now I'm listening to, for those of you who are wondering, Rerun by Travis Scott. It's actually Quavo's song, but Travis fucking runs the song, just as he does any feature. set. Let's wreak some havoc on this chest. Still listening to the same song. Usually when I come to the gym and work out, I actually usually work out to the same song on repeat. I don't know why. It kind of helps. Struggled a little bit on that last rep. Alright you guys, it's the last set. You might notice I'm at a different bench, and that is because someone took my bench, which I find really, first of all, annoying, and then just really weird and dumb how you can think that there's like 225 sitting on a bench, a camera pointing at it, and still think no one is using it. Anyway, I told him, I was like, hey man, I got one more set. He's like, oh sorry. Yeah, I was wondering why there was a camera there, and I was just like, yeah, you're kind of a dumbass, dude. Anyway, I got this last set to get in, so there he is, you guys. That's the guy who took my bench. We gotta go find him and attack him on Instagram. But yeah, I'm gonna hit this last set. I'm actually gonna try and do a burnout, so watch my burnout be like 7 reps. Just like, yeah guys, I actually decided not to do burnout, I just want to stick to my program. But nah, we'll see. Might get like 10 or something. I'm gonna change the angle up a little bit too. Alright you guys, so there you have it, 225, 7 sets total, 52 reps total. I would film the rest of my workout that I have for tests and tries, but my camera is literally on the verge of dying and I want to save it. So maybe next time, and then we'll do a recap at home. Alright, see you guys. Alright, so you guys saw what it was like at home without a pump really, and here's with. Just got out of the gym, back on my car now. I actually cut it a little bit short because my forearm was really hurting, and that is because lately I have been trying to do one-arm pull-ups. I actually got quite a few. I was at the gym like a week ago, and I was just doing like shoulder warm-ups, and I was like putting my shoulders up on like the pull-up bar and stuff like that, and then I was just like gripping onto it. I was like, hold on a second, it feels like I might be able to lift myself.
I did. So then I was like obsessed with it and doing it non-stop, even though like I felt it in my arms from the get-go, because I have like super weak forearms and wrists, and so like one arm pull-ups put like a crazy amount of strain on your forearms, and so, but it was just so cool I couldn't stop doing it. So I was doing it like over and over again. There's actually a video on my fitness Instagram, shaz.fit, if you want to check it out. But yeah, so after that video, actually the one that I posted on my fitness Instagram, that's where like something went terribly wrong in my arm. I could just feel it. And basically what happens when something like that happens to me, it also happens with like bicep curls if I go too heavy, just because the amount that like the amount of weight that pushes against my forearm while I lift it up really fucks with me. But yeah, so it kind of just like, the pain just starts at my wrist and like goes up my forearm and like all the way up to my shoulder, and it just like radiates, and it's an awful feeling, and it affects like my mood, and it just like stays with me constantly. It's like a period for girls, I'm sure. It's like the guy's version of that. I'm sorry, no, it's actually not, but I realized like halfway through my workout that I forgot to like fully explain how the process is supposed to work. So basically, every time I do that cycle, starting from 7 sets all the way down to 1, I start over afterwards, but each time I start over, I increase the starting weight by 10 pounds. So that means that every 2 weeks I should be increasing my lower rep max by like 10 pounds, hopefully, if all goes well. Not sure if that's what's gonna happen, but that's what we're here to find out. And then I also said that I was gonna start at 215 instead, but upstairs I realized I was like crunching numbers in my head, and I realized that it doesn't really matter exactly where I start at. The thing that matters is when I make the switch from 20 pounds to 10 pound increases. So I'm gonna go all the way up to, I think, 305. No, sorry, it's gonna be like 295, I think, and then 315 for 3 of 3, 225 for 2 of 2, and then 335 for 1 of 1 with this program that I'm doing. And then the next time I start over, I'm gonna start at 235, and then my new 1 rep max after 2 weeks should be 245 if everything goes as planned. Lastly, just want to talk about that guy stealing my bench. I really don't understand what he was thinking. When I go to the gym, there were like 2 empty benches right next to me, and when I go to like hit a workout on any machine or like the bench or squat rack or anything, I'm pretty sure anyone's first thought is to find one that's already open, okay? Because that's like, that's just what makes the most sense to do. Okay, and my bench, sorry, I'm just like parking in my driveway. My bench had 225 on it, and it had a fucking camera pointing at it, recording it. Like, what did he think, that some guy was he just set his camera up there and left to take like a nice time lapse of the gym and people benching? That's really all I can think of that was going through his head, because nothing else makes sense. Anyway, it's not that big of a deal. It's just kind of annoying because like if it were me, I would make sure that like there were other benches open, which there were, and then even if there's like weight on a bench, I usually give it a minute for like people, like, because maybe they're like getting water or taking a break or something, which is what I was doing. And then like if they're not back within a minute, then I'll like move the weight. So yeah, anyway, that's all for the first video in this series though. I hit everything I was supposed to hit today, except for the rest of my workout, which but I hit what was important, I guess. What the video is for is what I hit, so we're all good on that. And then I'm hitting legs tomorrow, which you guys probably don't want to see. It's just embarrassing, so I'm not even going to record it. I'm probably just going to stick to recording chest, so that will be the day after tomorrow. I will be doing 245 for 6 of 6, hopefully. Hope to see you guys then. If you guys like this video, then make sure you like, subscribe, and if you have any questions or things you want us to, just leave them in the comments below. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed. I will catch you the day after tomorrow. Be ready and on the lookout for that video. See ya.